2017 has been the busiest year in the history of Access Education Guatemala Children's Fund. We are firmly convinced that we have helped create a sustainable and robust community that is filled with pride and ambition. The primary school is bursting at the seams, even with the extra 12 classrooms we have built over the years. Our middle school, which opened to great fanfare 2 years ago on the newly constructed site, continues to be one of the best in the province. Board members of both Access Education and Grapes for Humanity Canada made visits this year. Seeing is believing, and seeing the transformation is an inspiration to everyone who lays eyes on our projects. The community has totally bought in to hope over despair. The mayor of La Union donated cement for our washed-out, rock-littered road, and it is now drivable and doesn't disappear with the rain. A radio personality and poet wrote and recorded an anthem to the school in a studio at his own expense. The Escuela de los Padres, the parent school, has seen enrollment increase because we now offer courses in crafts as well as literacy. Some of these crafts are sold at an annual sale as a fundraiser for the school. It is the community's way of giving back. This year was the pinnacle year for Access Education with the opening of the first ever public high school certificate program in La Union, Coatepeque. Grapes for Humanity Canada graciously paid for the land, construction, and infrastructure. But the building isn't enough. We need to have enough money to pay for our kids to be in the schools. We now need to raise more serious funds to commence a second and third high school career track for our scholars. All our grads will be eligible for university, and more of them are headed in that direction. Imagine for just a moment how different this was 8 years ago. There was nothing but an elementary school where most children, if lucky enough, studied until grade 1 or 2. We are the change in La Union, and now the people of La Union have linked arms with us, and they are building the road to the future for themselves and for those who will come after. Companies have donated computers for a computer lab that is available to both middle and high school students. A proposed new social worker will help families and students to succeed through counseling, home visits, and providing resources to community agencies. We continue to honor and inspire others by bringing our highest achieving middle school student of the year to Toronto. This year, we would like you to meet Sandra Lopez. Sandra is one of 3 siblings and the first and only one in her family to have ever attended school past grade 2.
Tengo 17 años y pues me siento muy contenta estudiando porque conoce uno nuevas amistades y
de patoja pues, de niña no me pusieron a estudiar. Y pues,
sí.
Cuando yo era niña pues no me pusieron a estudiar porque mis padres eran pobres y también no les alcanzaba.
Ajá.
Sí pues, sí yo voy a estudiar.
Qué bueno, sí, a empezar.
Sí,
Ay,
pues.
qué bueno.
Es el que pasa. Pónganle así como yo una vez estudié en primaria, pero lamentablemente
pues doy gracias a Dios, ¿va? Porque ellos me pusieron a estudiar, que si no hubiera podido estudiar no supiera yo nada y no tuviera mi trabajo, ¿va? Que
sí.
Sí, otros muchachos tienen.
Her parents allow Sandra to study as they know it is the path to a better future for her and her family. Her brothers are not as fortunate. Because their father is ill, they have had to work menial jobs to support the family. Sandra does all her homework in the one-room house shared by the family of 5. She is determined to succeed in the high school program we are offering, and against all odds, her dream is to become a professional. More and more students want to come to our schools and carry on studying at the college and university level. La Union itself has become a destination community. People want to live there because of the opportunities and services now available. Primary school is inexpensive, and we are grateful for the $100 donations that provide uniforms and utilities for the kids. But we need sponsors for middle school, high school, and university. For $500 per year, you can see a young woman or man through a high school and college certificate program. For a total of $15,000, you or your corporation can pay the entire 5 or 6 year cost of law school or certified accountant at the university level. If you do this as a corporation, the scholarship bears the company name. We need to keep up the momentum. In 10 years, we are certain that many of our grads in the professions will start to give back to Access Education in the form of donations, tutoring, and taking on responsibility for community development. But right now, we need your help. Please take a moment to speak with us tonight or contact us through the card on your tables. It's in you to help us change this small part of our world, and what a change you can make.